Mom delivered her baby in the hospital car lot, but then they charged her this outrageous fee. In an emergency, it's fair to say that sometimes all of the normal rules go out the window, and let's face it, giving birth in a hospital parking lot definitely counts as an emergency. Shockingly though, the hospital in question still billed this mom for use of a delivery room that she didn't set foot in. April 7, 2016 was a special day for Paula D'Amore and her husband Joseph. That's because it was the day that the couple welcomed their third baby into the world. Of course, like all parents, the pair were hoping that everything would go as perfectly as possible for their new arrival. Also, if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these real-life stories every day. Now, back to the story. To mark the special occasion then, D'Amore decided to document the miracle of life. I knew if I ever got pregnant again, I'd hire a professional photographer so that I'd be able to have those pictures of giving birth, she explained. Therefore, she hired specialist birth photographer Polina Splechta, who turned up as planned when the expected mom started labor. Splechta arrived at the couple's home in Green Acres, Florida, where she snapped D'Amore soothing herself in a bath at the very earliest stages of labor. Then, when the time came, D'Amore and her midwife climbed into the family's Jeep Grand Cherokee and Joseph drove them to the hospital. Everything appeared to be going as planned. So the birthing party headed to the Boca Raton Regional Hospital, and photographer Splechta followed behind the SUV in her own car. But as the couple were driving along, D'Amore's delivery progressed rapidly. In fact, just as the group were pulling into the hospital, D'Amore realized she was about to give birth at any moment. So they pulled into the fire lane of the facility just in the nick of time. "We drove up, my husband ran out and I said, you know, she's crowning and her head came out," D'Amore revealed. Luckily, Splechta managed to get the scene just in time to capture the dramatic birth on camera. But it was too late to get D'Amore into the hospital building, so nurses rushed to the car to help with the delivery there. Alongside D'Amore's husband and her midwife, the nurses delivered a healthy baby girl who the couple named Daniela. Recalling the emotional moment, D'Amore said, "It was a spectacle. I mean, everybody was out there." Speaking to Inside Edition, she added, "I would have never imagined that it would have been right outside the hospital." Although the birth didn't entirely go to plan, D'Amore and her family were just happy that their little girl was delivered safely. Daniela weighed 8 pounds and 6 ounces and measured 20 inches from head to toe. "To me, it was beautiful," the mom later said. "It didn't matter if it was in my house or in the car or in the hospital. It didn't matter." And importantly to D'Amore, she had finally captured the beauty of birth on camera. However, it almost didn't happen. Splechta later admitted, "I'm fortunate that I was able to make it to the hospital in time to document the birth." But she did, and D'Amore was over the moon with the result. Mind you, giving birth in the car wasn't the only surprise from the delivery. Months after Daniela and her mom were home, D'Amore received her hospital bill. And despite not giving birth in the hospital's delivery room, D'Amore found that she had still been charged an exorbitant delivery room fee. Yes, even though she had given birth in her car, D'Amore was charged more than $7,000 for use of a delivery room. The price, she said, is a little too high considering the details of her baby's delivery, so the family decided that they weren't going to pay that part of the bill. Furthermore, D'Amore claimed that the hospital also charged her for a problem that was the result of staff negligence. According to D'Amore, the hospital didn't clean Daniela before taking a sample of the newborn's blood. This allegedly led to the baby needing further treatment for a bacterial infection. To clarify, D'Amore is not disputing the whole bill. "I knew that I was responsible for $5,000. I get it, I'm going to pay the bill, that's not the issue. The issue is that I look at this delivery charge and I think that's a little outrageous," she said. However, the hospital has countered D'Amore's argument. The hospital appropriately bills for the medical services and care it provides, and has determined that the level of care provided and billing were appropriate in this instance. Thomas Jakurda, the hospital's vice president for marketing, said in a statement. It seems that because D'Amore was taken into the hospital to deliver the placenta, the hospital deemed it appropriate to charge the full delivery fee. However, Daniela's family isn't alone in feeling this is a little unfair. In fact, after going public with her story on Facebook, D'Amore has received many supportive comments. "So if you've been in labor for 12 hours in the hospital and delivered in the hospital, wouldn't it have been the same?" asked one Facebook user. "If so, I would fight that. If all you did was deliver the placenta inside, then why be charged for a whole birth fee?" However, one commenter on Facebook countered that D'Amore was in the room for the delivery of the placenta and monitoring. Hospital rooms usually charge for the day, otherwise all of us ladies with short labors would have cheaper bills. Sucks but true. Still, after starting life in the fast lane, well actually make that the fire lane, baby Daniela settled in well at home. Yes, family photos showed the little cutie with her 2 older brothers and doting parents. She's pretty quiet for the most part unless she isn't getting her way, kinda like Mommy, Damore joked. And despite the distress the pricey bill has caused, Damore has admitted that she may have to pay the sum in full. That is, if she and the hospital can't resolve their disagreement. Meanwhile, the family is prepared for the worst and set up a payment plan toward the fee. However, they still would like an apology from the hospital, as Damore claimed it turned a beautiful experience into hell. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up and consider sharing it with someone who may find it interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.